before I'd gone in there, I imagined that surgeons were like all powerful gods who just, had this life-saving ability, and how could they have doubts or knowledge gaps or whatever? And I learned in those early 90s, 91, 92, 93, as we got into laparoscopy, I was teaching them laparoscopy. Okay. Which was because we did more than they did. And we were taken to Cincinnati, and there wasn't even Cincinnati built when I started, but eventually we took them to Cincinnati. We took them to Paris at first. It was actually a guy called Joe Lamont had a training lab in Paris. And we were basically learning with them. And what that taught me early on in my sales career was that when you had that trust and confidence with a surgeon, and the ultimate goal between both of you was the improvement of the patient outcome, and you needed to be able to talk with them on an eye-to-eye level. When they talked the jargon of surgery, you need to be able to do it, and you also needed to bring something to the table. And I mean literally the table, the operating room table. So in those days, I used to scrub in and, used to assist and tie their knots and fire staplers and stuff, because that's just how it was back in those days.
Because you're a surgeon as well, from a medical support perspective.
More or less, yeah. It was weird. So, but it was very, very. It was a kind of a seminal moment for me that said, when you bring value to helping patient care, that's the ultimate strive and the ultimate trigger that builds the bond between the company and the surgeon. When you go in to do a transaction, which is, I want you to buy my thing so I get commission.
Yep.
That is very hollow. And surgeons are incredibly brilliant, smart people. They are. And they are also very determined to make sure that patients get better.